air, get up on your feet. From the morning hustle to the sunset glow, with Cove TV on, let the good vibes show. So smile big, let your worries melt away. It's gonna be a good day, come what may. You've got the power, you've got the drive. Today's your canvas, paint it alive. The ocean breeze, the tropical scene, waking up strong, living the dream. No matter what comes, you've got what it takes. With every little step, feel the ground shake. Let the music move you, let your spirit play. It's a Cove kind of morning, leading the way. It's gonna be a good day, can you feel that beat? Motivation's in the air, get up on your feet. From the morning hustle to the sunset glow, with Cove TV on, let the good vibes show. So smile big, let your worries melt away. It's gonna be a good day, come what may. Every sunrise brings a brand new chance. So let's take today, make it a dance. With every breath in and every step ahead, we're writing our story, enough said. It's gonna be a good day, can you feel that beat? Motivation's in the air, get up on your feet. From the morning hustle to the sunset glow, with Cove TV on, let the good vibes show. So smile big, let your worries melt away. It's gonna be a good day, come what may. So rise up, Cove Crew, let's make it bright. Positivity shining, everything's right. It's gonna be a good day, let's seize it true. With Cove TV mornings, it's all about you.
App time.
The sun creeps up, painting skies in gold. The cove awakens, a story to be told. Feel the sand in beneath, so soft, so warm. A tranquil escape where peace is born. Music flows like the morning tide, a rhythm of life we can't hide. Roll it up, let the good vibe show, a spark of bliss in the soft dawn glow. We're dancing in the dawn where the world feels alive. With every step the music lets us thrive. The touch of the sand, the rhythm so free. Moments like this are all we need. Inhale the calm, let it fill your soul. Exhale the world, let the good vibes roll. The cove and the sea, they call our song. Dancing in the dawn where we belong. Morning light reflects on the water's face. At the cove we found our sacred space. Roll the green, let the clouds drift high. A moment of magic beneath the sky. Time slows down as the day takes hold. The cove, our temple, the sunrise gold. Feel the rhythm, let the music play. A celebration of life in every way. We're dancing in the dawn where the world feels alive. With every step, the music lets us thrive. The touch of the sand, the rhythm so free. Moments like this are all we need. Inhale the calm, let it fill your soul. Exhale the world, let the good vibes roll. The cove and the sea, they call our song. Dancing in the dawn where we belong. We're dancing in the dawn where the world feels alive. With every step, the sets us bright. The touch of the sand, the rhythm so free. Moments like this are all we need. Inhale the calm, let it fill your soul. Exhale the world, let the good vibes roll. The cold and the sea, they call our song. Dancing in the dawn where we belong.
The sun breaks through, it's a brand new day. Cove TV's here to brighten your way. Coffee brews, the rhythm feels right. Spark your morning, let's take flight. Feel the buzz, let the energy ignite. We're your crew, bringing morning delight. So grab your cup and let it flow. Cove TV morning, let's start the show. Coming up next is the show you know. Cove TV morning where good vibes grow. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Wake the world, let's go anywhere. First light to the mellow groove, we're here together, finding our move. Conversations flow, hearts align. Cove TV morning where moments shine. Whether you're near or miles away, we're the start of a beautiful day. Roll it up, sip it slow. Cove TV morning, let's start the show. Your head, let the good vibes rain. Cove TV's magic, ease in the strain. Every laugh, every note we play reminds us all it's a brand new day. Coming up next is the show you know. Cove TV morning where good vibes grow. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Wake the world, let's go anywhere.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button!
Thursday morning, everybody. What up, man? Beezy?
Oh, it's so warm out. Got about 70 degrees Fahrenheit today. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
looks
It's
like it.
-4.
I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday morning. Cheers, everybody. Good morning, my most beautiful Amber. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Deb Rose. How are you doing on this fine Thursday morning?
Good morning, Crystal. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Bill. What's going on, Superman?
Good morning, Ash. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Christina. How's it going this Thursday morning?
Good morning, Ma. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Trisha. How are you doing?
Good morning, Heather. How are you, dear? I hope you are having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Fabi. How are you doing?
Good morning, Lumberjack. How are you, brother? Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Miss Bina. How are you doing?
Good morning, CJ. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Doobie. What's going on, man? I hope you're having a great day. You're damn right, Grand Rising. Nice and warm out, too.
Good morning, Yvonne. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning. Yarg, Austin. Good morning to you on this Thursday of Turf War Thursdays and Dodgeball, Yarg.
Let's wake and bake, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful start to their Thursday morning. Cheers, everybody.
The morning's here, the horizon glows. With every comment, a connection grows. Coffee steam rises, a comforting sight. Your smiles, your vibes make the day feel right. The Cove awakens, together we shine. Each of you here is a blessing divine. Cannabis sparks and the laughter flows. In this sunrise moment, the magic shows. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Through every dawn, we've built this bond. A family of light stretching far and beyond. Rolling the herb, sharing the brew. Moments like this feel sacred with you. The rhythm of life, gentle and kind, echoes in hearts with peace intertwined. Together we stand as the morning breaks. A sunrise with you is all it takes. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Every smile story told, a treasure we hold, more precious than gold. You lift the light, you brighten the way, the Cove feels alive with you every day. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you.
Good morning, Chance. How are you this morning, brother? Smoking on Cherry Peyton. Hell yeah. Good morning, Boxman. How are you this morning, brother? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Morning update for Thursday, February 6th, 2020, something or another. Yesterday, great yoga, great stoner roulette. Congratulations to Mindy on her stoner roulette win. She will have that trophy till Monday. Great Dabber Chick show last night. That was dope. We learned some about pining a little bit. It's very earthy. It's pine. I don't know where that came from. Today we got our This Day in History coming up. We got our morning speaker coming up. And we got some Dodgeball News Network coming up. If you are not on a dodgeball team and that's something that you would be interested in doing, we've got a few spots, not very many, but we do have a few spots open on a couple of teams. And then this afternoon we'll play some dodgeball. And then tonight, week 34 of Turf Wars. Let's go. We have a super special match, and I'm very excited. The Nightshade Brotherhood and the White Tigers are formed an alliance, and the Red Cobras are going to break that alliance. Oh, it will be a 2-on-1 match. Beanz and Man-Bear versus the Red Cobras. Let's go. 20-on-10. All the same bribes. Let's fucking go. If the Red Cobras win, we'll get a property from each of them, and that will put us up to 18 properties. Let's go. However, if we don't win, I will be putting up 2 properties, and they will be splitting between them. Man-Bear will get one, and Beanz will get the other, and that will drop the Red Cobras down to 14 properties, which is still all right. We can manage. But I'm excited. Either way, win, lose, or draw, it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see everybody there. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch that on the Chicago Slot page, the Europe Entertainment page, and the Cove-TV YouTube. Also, we do have the Dabbing with Dads rerun tonight. That will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be their 205th episode, so definitely check that out. And a big reminder, anybody who watches that is not a live show. That is a pre-recorded rerun. So, yep. I'm excited. I love the Dabbing with Dads show. I just not able to watch it a whole lot because of Basement Brawl timing issues, which is totally okay. And so, yeah, anybody who misses an episode, you can catch it on Thursdays. 3 minutes out. Man-Bear, anything to add?
I love lap. No, I'm still pumped from Tuesday, man. It was some incredible token tunes, man. I can't wait till next Tuesday. Today's going to be great. We got the Dan the Man coming up in a bit. We got Dodgeball. We got Turf Wars. Oh, man. The end of our weeks rolling into the weekend are so awesome.
What up, Frank? How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Frank. Hope you're having a good day. That's an amazing sunrise. Is it the angle? Is it like one of them like spider ledges we were talking about for skateboarding? You know, like the angle.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Somebody's beach house. I could tell by the stairs. Bastard. Not you, them. They got a beach house. I want a beach house. You got a beach house? I want a beach house.
Is it I can't even remember his name. From Freddy Got Fingered. What's the little brother's name?
Oh God, dude, really? It's Freddy.
Oh yeah,
no,
Freddy.
that was his brother. And who played Freddy?
Tom Green, right?
No, Freddy was the one who said Freddy got fingered. He's not. No, Freddy was the little brother.
Where's your little Baron at? Huh? Where's your mom, dad? Didn't get you little Baron. Where's your little Baron?
Yeah, where's Freddy's the Baron? No, the best one.
Out, yo, I love that.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you let? He's playing the piano. And he's got all
What
this
the
talk.
hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Oh my God. Mom should be out sleeping with like NBA stars and shit. The end of that movie, she's in bed with Shaq or something, man. It's
Dude,
the
that movie
funniest
is
shit.
so wrong on
Oh
so
my
many
God.
levels.
So unreal. So anyways, it's Shipbreak from American Pie, who I think
Yep.
is his brother.
Yep.
Shipbreak, yeah.
The
Oh, dude.
final
my God.
dab countdown.
What was it? American Reunion has Stifler getting back at him. Oh man. Shipbreak's mom shows up.
Yep.
That is the best scene. She's like, "Are you ready for me?" And I'm sorry, just that whole scene's like, he's like, "Woo!" Like going to the big game, man. It was awesome.
To him, that
And
was
then-
the big game.
Yeah, but you know what? Nice. You know what the funniest part was? Harold from Harold and Kumar was sitting in the bandstand watching it the whole
Yeah.
time.
Welcome back, Christina. How's she feeling? I hope she's having a good morning.
Quick movie trivia here. What movie was the first movie to say MILF, and who said it?
American Pie.
American Pie. Who said it though?
The guys at the party.
But who was it specifically? We all know who he is. It's Harold from Harold and Kumar. He looked at the picture and he's like, "That's a MILF." And he's like, "What's that, man?"
Cheers, everybody. Happy 420.
Smoke weed every day.
Good morning, James. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Justin. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Magic. Booyakasha. Hope you have a wonderful day, brother. Good morning, Erica. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Dude, it started snowing like a motherfucker last night. It was like, I was calling them the big goose feather flakes. They're just big ass, like, feather looking things. But yeah, I was surprised there wasn't very much snow out there for what it looked like it was going to do. But it feels like -5 out. So it's not that bad. Tell you though, it's the wind. Every time it's the wind. If it's not windy, it's really not that bad out. If there's a little fucking breeze, it's cold and shitty. Well, hence why the school is closed. Oh, what has everybody got going on for their day today of the Thursday? It's not Friday. It's Thursday.
It's pre-Friday.
Pre-Friday. It's Friday Eve day.
Friday Eve day?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
That'll work. We'll go with it.
We'll
let you get away with
tomorrow's
it.
morning show will be about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes ish. I'll end it a little bit early, but not too much. But I will, and then the afternoon show will start about an hour later. What up, Kay? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. We will come up, hang out, smoke for 420, do some marble racing, and then probably call it because we do a basement brawl on Friday nights and Token Tunes on Tuesday night. So I don't want to run the afternoon show too late to where we're running into
hour between shows or something.
Yeah, having a few hours in between shows makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, because we always have like after show meetings. I mean, we don't always talk like show stuff, but we always sit and talk about whatever. And I mean, we do talk about a lot of show stuff, but and that's usually at least a half hour, 40 minutes after the show. And then you know, I always try to give myself at least 40 minutes to an hour before the show.
100.
What up?
Oh, I was agreeing, saying 100. It's a nice balmy -4 degrees Fahrenheit here in the Canadas today. And I'm not happy about it. What are you going to do?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's been a pretty good morning so far. Just kind of getting dodgeball stuff finished up, turf work stuff finished up. Been working on a few logos that I can't really say much on it because of non-disclosure, but y'all will see them at some point here in the next few months. So keep your eyes peeled. I'm excited.
We'll let you know after you say something. We'll let you know after you, not you, them say something. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know if there'll be an announcement. I'll probably just give them the logo and then they'll use it and then it will be, but I'm very, very excited. It's actually it's a pretty big deal. I've done logos for these guys quite a bit before, but this is probably the most important one yet.
Nice.
Yes. And then, other than that, my mom is getting all the final stuff figured out with all the shirts. She's gonna do a couple of speed bumps on that whole deal, so that it took her a couple more days, but no worries. We're working on them. We're trying to get them out, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot. Okay, would you be able to do like big ass milk bone style treats, like the double XL? Because I just think about like my brother has Great Danes, but like they need Great Dane sized treats.
Yeah. Did you see the size of Miss Bina's dogs too, man?
Yeah, she has. Well, no, she's got Dobies. I want to say.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Still.
I want to say I think Georgie's a Doberman. Max might be a Great Dane, but I think he's a Doberman also. But Miss Bina, if you're definitely in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong.
I loved how her dog's like, you're not yogaing today, are you? You're yogaing? No, we're not gonna really let you yoga till you're full. No. Dogs are awesome.
old baby.
Yeah.
He's such a good dog though. He just is so big. He has a hard time. I don't think it's that he doesn't know how big he is. He just has a hard time understanding how big he is.
Well, like that one dog I used to talk about, Cobain, the 285-pound Dodgeball Bull Massive, the great grandson of the dog from Turner and Hooch.
Oh shit! Okay.
It was a rescue, actually. The original owner unfortunately had it in like a 4x4 cage in his backyard. Just, hey, I got a big dog. Like, look at me. What a dick. So we rescued. Well, I didn't, but my guy I was taking care of rescued him, gave him a good home, went to a family home, and yeah, it was really dope. And he was a puppy too, for almost 300-pound dog. Never bit anybody. Would be very calm around children, especially young children. Like, would lie down. So kind of knew his size, but also had tunnel vision. So would try and jump on your lap once in a while. And I don't know if you ever had a 285-pound dog try to jump on your lap. You ain't going nowhere. You sitting there.
Yeah, I love dogs, but man, I don't know about puppies. I get it, but they're just they don't understand anything, and they're so destructive, and they're so full of energy, and they just don't. They're like toddlers. Like, there's zero empathy given. They don't.
Yeah. Yep. It's true. So true, man. It's true though. Still.
It's true though. Still, yeah, for real. Like, a little kid will poke you in the eye and not understand the whole don't poke people in the eye because it hurts to get poked in the eye. They don't give a fuck. They're just gonna poke you in your eyeball.
Yeah, and then laugh.
And then laugh while you're crying. And then you're like, don't laugh. It's not funny. Which I guess that means that it's funnier.
You know what isn't funny? Refs throwing flags wildly in the NFL and blinding. That one guy lost sight in his one eye.
That is a crazy deal. Well, I mean, like, that's a fucking accident. But it's not like he threw a fucking flag at the dude, like, trying to blind his ass.
No, but they threw it violently. They threw it violently. What this thing was saying about the flag throwing is that they shouldn't have been throwing it the way they were throwing it because it happened more than once. That's all I'm saying about it.
I mean, I get it, but, like, if it's not that, it's something else. You know what I mean?
So,
like, don't complain about something.
So don't we got the Super Bowl coming up too? Are you going for the Kansas City refs, Chiefs, or are you going for the?
I just don't watch it. I honestly hate the Eagles,
but
anytime the Vikings have made it to the playoffs, the Eagles will always beat us. And then, but I don't really want to see the Chiefs three-peat because they'll be the first team ever in the NFL to three-peat.
I'm sorry. I'm almost done with the NFL if the refs don't smarten up. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get political on this, but come on. What do you guys like? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let them play.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I do understand the whole, they hate us because they ain't us mentality.
But like when they ask the players questions and the players kind of joke about, the refs helping them, that doesn't help their cause. I just watched a couple interviews and it's like, come on, guys, like just say we don't know what's going on and move on. Don't be like, oh, I don't know, the refs are doing a good job. No, they're not. Or they don't want to say anything.
We could do the ref TED Talk the for this morning speaker. That was a good one. Talks about like, oh man, it'd be so hard to be a referee, bro.
Oh yeah. I think the worst would be a referee of a kids sports league and having all the parents there, because I've been that kid.
So sad nowadays.
Dude, and I'll tell you the worst. Soccer wasn't the worst. I hate to say it's hockey. Hockey parents get real mad, man. So you want to know?
If anybody needs fur baby treats and has any questions, please reach out to anybody from the Cove. Reach out to Kay, and we will get you fur baby treats made with love.
Absolutely. Do you want to know what helped the whole hockey parent thing? They started doing 50-50 draws at every game, so you could win a little money while you're sitting there, and it calmed all their asses down.
What I saw that they did was like for like a lot of like soccer leagues and shit like that is rotating referees. All right, your bitch ass is gonna ref this weekend.
Yeah. Just give me your 9. We'll go to the next game. Give me your 9.
So what's that, Scotty? You're fucking pissed. Well, it looks like you're reffing next week. So have fun.
Or that fucking bar from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, the bartenders change their name every night, so I don't know who is bartending.
I love the pop copy deal on the Chappelle Show skit where it's like when somebody ever asks to speak to the manager, fuck it, just say you're the manager.
Yeah. Or the one comedian who's like, so I like to smoke weed, and he's like, so I was at work and someone came in and they had a problem. And they didn't say, "Can I see the manager?" They said, "Can I see somebody higher than you?" So I went like this. I don't think it's anybody here higher than me. I just smoked on my lunch.
Right? No shit. All right, everybody. We'll play a quick song and then we'll do our this day in history. Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Strike the flame, let the ember ignite. A spark of truth in the heart of the night. Rolling waves meet the sky so wide. In the cove where we let the world collide. Pass it around, let the moment stay. The cove's a beacon, lighting the way. Every puff, a connection is born. Through the smoke, we weather the storm. The ritual's here, a bond so tight. Rolling together under soft starlight. The fire burns, it warms our soul. In the cove, we all feel whole. Light the way, let the spark take flight. Take flight. Through the haze, we shine so bright. Cannabis skies, where hearts align. Hearts align. Light the way, it's our time to unwind. Pack it tight, watch the magic glow. A ritual only the cove will know. From bongs to blunts, it's all the same. The spark unites us, it's not a game. Sip your coffee, feel the rise. The morning haze meets golden skies. Cannabis clouds float high above. The cove is a haven of light and love. Hand to hand, the circle flows. A place where only good vibes grow. Feel the rhythm, let it stay. Together in the cove, we light the way. Light the way, let the spark take flight. Take flight. Through the haze, we shine so bright. Cannabis skies, where hearts align. Light the way, it's our time to unwind.
The way, let the spark take flight. Take flight. Through the haze, we shine so bright.
Cannabis skies, where hearts align. Light the way, it's our time to
He's good. He's good.
Yeah. I'm
Good. You good? No.
I think so.
Yep. Nope.
Maybe.
Yep. Nope. Hey, did you see my hashtag?
Yeah, I saw the post in the Nose That Mafia 2 Costas post. I was like,
Oh,
that's
I might have
literally,
shared it twice.
like that's probably literally the only Beans is going down hashtag ever.
Yeah, it is. I checked.
That's awesome. This only day history. I don't know what I'm typing.
What'd you say? This only day history. That doesn't
Yeah,
sound
I
right.
don't know. That's what I. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it sounds like you switched to manual lung power. Second gear, third gear. Wait, that's the 70s Chuck starting.
All right. This day in history with the one and only Vicki Bowers of them all, y'all. Here we go.
Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a word that I used just the other day in an episode. We've got a couple of birthdays, an event significant to today's technology, and as always, a song. So grab your favorite cuppa, settle in, and let's see what we have. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for February 6th. It's not September. I don't know why I tried to say September. February 6th. February 6th is the 37th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 328 days remaining to the end of the year, 329 if it happens to be a leap year. Today's word is disparate. It can also be pronounced disparate. Either way is correct. Disparate or disparate, it's an adjective that means fundamentally different or distinct in kind, so unlike that they cannot be compared meaningfully. As a noun, disparate means things that are entirely different or incompatible. Some example sentences. The committee struggled to find a common ground between disparate points of view of its members, or despite their disparate backgrounds, the two scientists collaborated to make a groundbreaking discovery, or his playlist was an eclectic mix of disparate genre, ranging from classical symphonies to heavy metal. I've known some playlists like that. One can turn this word into an adverb by adding ly at the end, disparately or disparately, as in the two departments worked disparately, leading to inconsistencies in the final report, or into a noun by adding ness at the end, as in disparateness or disparateness. The disparateness of their goals made collaboration nearly impossible. The word disparate comes to us from Latin, where it meant to separate or to divide, unequal or unlike. First known use of the word disparate is in the 1500s, disparate or disparate. Massachusetts became the 6th state of the Union on February 6th, 1788. The 6th on the 6th. How about that? I've talked about Massachusetts before, and if you'd like to see more about it, I'll put it up there in the How About That playlist and in the U.S. States and Inhabited Territories playlist if you would like to see more about it. Be advised that I am still working on videos for some of the U.S. states and inhabited territories, but I'll have Massachusetts in there by the time most of you see this video. And with that, this is the birthday of baseball great George Herman Ruth, born February 6, 1895, better known as Babe Ruth, also nicknamed the Bambino. Babe Ruth enjoyed the honor of being one of what we call the first 5 inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1936. Of course, it is an incredible honor to have achieved, and not everyone who gets in on the first ballot, but Babe Ruth sure did. He played for the Boston Red Sox and got traded to the New York Yankees. He was not happy about that trade, and the long dry spell that the Red Sox experienced for the next 86 years has been attributed to the curse of the Bambino. A lot of discussion around that one. Babe Ruth lived to the age of 53. This is the birthday of American drummer and songwriter Richie Hayward, born February 6, 1946, in Clear Lake, Iowa. Perhaps best known as one of the founding members of the group Little Feat, in the lean and in-between times, he worked as a session musician, recording and performing with dozens of artists like Eric Clapton, Peter Frampton, Arlo Guthrie, The Band, Robert Plant, and many others. He also occasionally did some acting. There aren't a ton of songs under his authorship, but oh boy, could he play those drums. He was a significant contribution to the distinctive characteristics of Little Feat's sound. Richie Hayward passed away in 2010 at the age of 64. His passing was significant loss to the music world, but his contributions live on through the timeless music of Little Feat and the countless drummers he inspired. Richie Hayward. Jack Kilby of Texas Instruments filed the first patent for an integrated circuit on February 6, 1959. And I'm pretty sure that kind of technology makes this kind of technology possible. Thanks, Jack. One of the songs that always pops to mind for me when I hear of or think about the band Little Feat is Time Loves a Hero. Appearing as the title track on their 6th studio album released in April of 1977, Time Loves a Hero was written by Little Feat's Paul Barrere, Kenny Gradney, and Bill Payne, and tells a story about the narrator's uncle who apparently went on vacation and decided to stay. Can't say such a thought never crossed my mind. It's nicely done and a great example of the work of Richie Hayward in percussion and drums in that distinctive Little Feat sound. Time Loves a Hero has been covered by others. I found a concert version by Fish and a version by Jimmy Buffett with a little more of an island feel to it. I've got links for all 3 versions in the description for you. Time Loves a Hero. Yes, I believe it does. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I want to leave you with a quote. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Yes, much love, Vicki B. Please, please, please make sure that you are following Vicki Bowers on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey. See if she's got a MySpace. I don't fucking know. You don't know until you look.
I didn't. Everyone talks about it. I actually didn't. I never had a MySpace.
I definitely had a MySpace. I had 2 MySpaces, actually. I had a personal one, and then me and a buddy that I went to school with had one that we would put poetry on called Didn't Know It Poet.
Nice. That's cool.
That fucking is still up and running, dude. So if I go www.myspace.com.
Yeah, you can archive. They archived everything, didn't they? Basically.
.com/didn't know it poet.
I was skateboarding and chasing women during that time.
I mean, it's Ellsworth, Minnesota. There's literally nothing on it anymore, but
it's there.
It's there. www.myspace.com/didn't know it poet.
That's hilarious.
Yes, congratulations, Mindy. You did indeed win the Stoner Roulette Trophy yesterday. You have that bad boy until Monday.
And dab time doesn't.
Yeah, you beat 3 dab times, literally.
That's I don't know. We got to go check the roulette folklore, but I don't know if that's happened at the end of a match yet. I mean, it's been normally 3-on-1. Dab time's going to get it every time. Just saying.
All right, our song of the day.
sometimes lie. They can be real deceiving. Got an uncle in Puerto Rico. Spends his days in the sun and his nights in the casino. Left the States many years ago. Took a fishing boat to Puerto Rico. Now my auntie is sad and lonely. She'll never know that you drove him away. As a coward, I admire his courageous ways. Well, they say time loves a hero, but only time will tell if he's real. He's a legend from heaven. If he ain't, he's a masterpiece from hell. Say my uncle that he's a zero. His life as a shell, he left it back at stateside. I'd say he's doing well without a share. Rubbing around the beaches of Puerto Rico. The beauty of the sunrise and sunset. And his friends he wished he could tell. That home still running for Bill. And I said, one in the blue collar hair. Well, they say time loves a hero, but only time will tell if he's real. He's a legend from heaven. If he ain't, he's a savior from hell. Time loves a hero. Well, they say
Such a jam.
I'd futz with that.
That's good. I've never heard that before. What up, Reddy? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. What up, Frank? The link to Vicki B. 1 second.
Oh, to her YouTube.
Well, I do put the link to YouTube, but he said Facebook, so.
Oh, the no really. Oh no, that's not good.
Okay, I tagged a comment to a reply. So,
If you're not seeing comments too, and you're
bro,
watching this on
it's the
shared
world.
drive, no, if someone shared it into a group, sometimes the comments don't go through from StreamYard to Facebook to private groups, so you won't see comments. But if it's from the original source, so if you go to the Cove-TV page, you should see all the comments. If you're not, you either have to restart your device, or you have to, like Frank said, go back out and come back in. But Facebook has been so janky.
It's been crazy. So on
year.
Choking Tunes night, my brother was saying how he would click on the live and it wouldn't even bring him to he
Nope.
could watch the live like scrolling, and then as soon as he'd click it, it'd bring him to a totally different live.
So Facebook's getting overloaded with lives, and if you are following certain people, they have something where no matter what you click on. So when the show, before the show was the show, I'm not going to mention it, but I actually was trying to get into the show and it kept taking me to WWE live.
like wrestling. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? And I was like, so it's so random. And I just think that Facebook right now didn't think everyone was going to go live and overload their system. And I think that's what's happening.
So speaking of wrestling, sidetrack on this whole deal.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of. I've been watching a lot of the Pat McAfee show. I have off and on for a while now. So anybody who watches wrestling, when did the whole Snoop Dogg WrestleMania host Pat McAfee Miz thing go down? How long ago was that?
Oh God, dude, that's gotta be 10 years ago, man.
No way, it was recent. It was within the past couple of years.
Oh, okay. Like I want to say like 2019. It wasn't the last couple of years. I'd say like, well, it had to have been after COVID, right?
I'm guessing it was after COVID.
It was before
because
COVID. It would have been like
Snoop Dogg,
19.
I want to say it was a WrestleMania. Snoop Dogg was hosting.
Yeah.
Miz was up. Pat McAfee showed up. George Kittle showed up and fucking clotheslined him.
Didn't Snoop Dogg hit somebody? Yeah.
But anyway, so on like when they go to like commercial break on the Pat McAfee show, like on ESPN, they just show like clips, and that's one clip that they always show, and it's such a dope clip. And I'm just always curious. I don't watch wrestling. I'm super interested in it. I just don't.
I hate to like kind of tick you off, but if it was a Royal Rumble, you could go and watch it probably because it's.
No, I definitely wasn't a Royal Rumble. I want to say it was like maybe last year's WrestleMania. Do they have a WrestleMania every year, Ash?
Oh yeah, last year's WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes won. Or yeah, that's because that was his whole journey, the American Nightmare, because that's Dusty Rhodes' kid and Goldust's brother, right? Or Goldust's nephew. I can't remember how that was.
Goldberg? No.
Yeah, no, really, they are.
No,
all related, though. You know who Goldust was? Come on, everybody knows Goldust. The guy was gold and black uniform the whole time. Wrestling's changed so much, but like I keep saying, since Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley took over from Vince McMahon, it's gotten a lot better. It's turned more into like a gymnastics soap opera, which I think is absolutely great. I hate people that freaking, it's not real. It's been a show for so long. You're saying the wrong words about the wrong show. It's always been a good show. Go back and watch the original Royal Rumble. It's incredible. It's still a good show. It's still dramatic. You know, I'm not going to go as far as say they're actors, but they're definitely athletes. And I'm not a big Logan Paul fan or whatever, but he's pretty good at wrestling in WWE. I've seen him do some crazy ass shit. But yeah, all the Royal Rumbles are on Netflix. Go watch them. Every single one from like 1988 up. Royal Rumble 6 has Hulk Hogan up against Ultimate Warrior.
Okay. So it would have been WrestleMania 39.
What year though?
2023.
Okay, so it was actually like really recently, pretty much. Well, last couple of years, but you know. I loved all the cameos. You know, the best one was Steve-O. Steve-O went out there and he got his ass kicked, man. I forget what it was, but I think the guys who beat him up were actually ticked off about something. That was a thing too, hey? There was a lot of wrestlers that would get ticked off and actually like kind of, you know, not hurt the other wrestler, but like kind of like, you know, make him strain a little bit more because he did something. And not WWE, but go look out, what was that freaking guy's name? Something Jack. It's a really good documentary on how he got hurt and what he did to get revenge.
That's crazy, Frank. Hulk Hogan was literally on the Pat McAfee show on Tuesday. So what's everybody got going on for their Thursday today? Nothing too crazy here. It's kind of cold and kind of snowy.
Yeah, my toes got cold. That's what I came to say. The rest of me's fine. Just my toes. I needed a coffee too. Oh, I did find this. I did show you this, but I did want to quickly just show the last concert I went to was Volbeat a couple years ago, and this was one thing that we got from that tour was a Yeti
yeah,
water
that
cooler.
thing's dope.
Yeah, it's the Servant of the Road Volbeat tour, and I don't know if they were. I'm pretty sure they were touring with Hailstorm. Everybody should know who Hailstorm is if you don't know who Volbeat is. Hailstorm's like basically what would blow Evanescence out of the water. Just saying. I like Evanescence.
I super disagree with that statement on so many levels, but
okay, I'm sorry.
I'll agree to disagree. It's okay.
Like,
you can have your opinion. I respect
like
it.
It's like putting Chad Kruger versus like one of the three tenors. Okay, she's like an opera trained rock singer. She came out and her first note was like 48 seconds
okay, so
long.
I feel like we're misconstruing things here. Are we going Evanescence versus Hailstorm, or are we going Amy Lee versus whatever her fucking name is?
Amy Lee.
Right, but Evanescence was a band, not just
Yeah.
Amy.
Okay, well, okay, so the singers.
Okay, then
against
that's
each
okay.
other.
Then yeah, Amy Lee takes it all day.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just saying, that's my opinion. It's okay.
It's okay, but when you see it live, it's a lot different too. I'm just saying the experience of the live. Like I didn't think people could sing that good live when I went to that show. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, it's crazy.
Well, you can tell who's really, kind of throwing that auto-tune bullshit in and who isn't. Just saying. Just saying.
Just don't Milli Vanilli it. That's all I gotta say.
Bop, bop, baby. Sorry.
Oh shit! Why is our song skipping? Act like we're singing skipping music.
Yeah. Or what was her name? Jessica Simpson's sister, whatever the fuck her name was.
Yeah, absolutely,
Ashley.
Amber. Hailstorm is amazing, but Evanescence is like legendary.
No, I'm sorry.
No?
They're
All right.
legendary for like 3 songs. Come on.
But what? Have you not heard of a one-hit wonder? Bro, there are bands that are like through the fucking roof to the moon and back because of their one all right song.
All right, so here's a test question. What are your thoughts on Incubus?
Oh, Incubus is the shit.
Okay, so do you remember that show MTV Cribs?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
so great.
So they did one on Incubus, right? And they had this little room that you had to crawl through a closet and like a hatch. And then they all just sat in a circle and didn't film what they did. I'm just saying, they had a little pot room in the stash of the house.
Yeah,
so
deep
cool,
dive
man.
into like MTV Cribs, Pimp My Ride, stuff like that. It's very interesting, man. Those shows were fucking crazy.
They were.
I love Incubus. Yeah. Incubus is like legendary status, in my opinion.
There's just everything. Incubus reminds me of, who's back touring and all together is actually Swollen Members. I don't know why.
I can agree with that a little bit, Benjamin. He says Amy Lee is great, but Lizzie Hale is more metal.
She's more metal, and she's more like gothic dark metal, I want to say, because damn, when I'm telling you, the first note, she walked out on stage singing a note. Dude, I timed it. It lasted 40-something seconds. The one note.
Bro, I can belt I can belt out no longer than that. It doesn't mean it's going to be good.
It was good.
Well, dude, I know, I'm just saying.
She got a standing ovation within 60 seconds of her band starting the show.
Time of performance doesn't mean nothing if your performance is not
the only thing that beats that is Freddie Mercury warming up the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. That was good.
It was good.
All right, let's
yeah, I'm gonna head back out too.
Play our back-to-back track attack, and then we'll do our morning speaker. Go ahead, member.
Do something nice for a stranger today.
It's a new day, time to shine that light. Do something good, make the world feel right. From the Rockies to the lakes, under sky so blue. Man-Bear's got the love, and it's all for you. Help a stranger, flash a smile their way. A little kindness can make their day. In this big old world, be the best you can. Man-Bear's got the plan, lend a hand, my man. Be yourself, ain't no one like you. You're rare, you're bold, and you're shining through. Spread that love, make someone's day. Man-Bear's wisdom shows the way. From snowy peaks to skies so clear, kind words and vibes we all should hear. Stay cool, stay kind, let the good vibes grow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. Up north where the spirit stays strong, we roll with love, keep the groove lifelong. Hold the door, share a laugh, it's simple and true. We're all in this together, me and you. Grab your boots and your toque, let your heart take the lead. Every small action plants a kindness seed. Stay real to yourself, let the kindness shine. Man-Bear's here to say the future's divine. Be yourself, ain't no one like you. You're rare, you're bold, and you're shining through. Spread that love, make someone's day. Man-Bear's wisdom shows the way. From snowy peaks to skies so clear, kind words and vibes we all should hear. Stay cool, stay kind, let the good vibes grow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. Wave that flag, red and white, so clean. We're sparking change, building the dream team. Man-Bear says keep pushing, lift up the crew. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. Wave that flag, red and white, so clean. We're sparking change, building the dream team. Man-Bear says keep pushing, lift up the crew. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. Take a breath, let the this message guide. Man-Bear's words like a beacon inside. Do your thing, let your true self shine. One act of love at a time divine. Take a breath, let this message guide. Man-Bear's words like a beacon inside. Do your thing, let your true self shine. One act of love at a time divine.
Much love, everybody. Make sure you stop and take a breath. It makes a difference.
Hey, take a moment, the world can't wait. Feel the rhythm, let go of the weight. Your strength runs deep, it's always been there. Breathe it in, feel the love in the air. Each step you take is a brand new start. Beanz says you've got the fire in your heart. Lift yourself up, wipe off the dust. In your own strength you can trust. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. Feel the peace as it carries through. Life's a wave, let it lift you high. Each moment glows like the morning sky. Breathe it in, let the calm reside. Find your strength, let it amplify. You're enough and your heart is true. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. The sun is rising, your soul ignites. Feel the energy reach new heights. Challenges fade, your strength will grow. You've got the courage, let it show. Beanz says stand tall, let the world see the beauty and strength that's in you and me. Every breath's a step toward the light. You're the spark that shines so bright. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. Feel the peace as it carries through. Life's a wave, let it lift you high. Each moment glows like the morning sky. Breathe it in, let the calm reside. Find your strength, let it amplify. You're enough and your heart is true. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. Just for you.
All right, it is a dodgeball morning, so we are going to go with the sports-themed morning speaker. And it is right around that Super Bowl time, so why not go with something kind of up to date? So this is actually from the 31st of January. This is a conversation between Pat McAfee and the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, Nick Sirianni, about going into the Super Bowl, blocking out the noise, focusing, stuff like that. I'm very excited. I listened to it live. It was fucking great. And there we go.
We have maybe the greatest coach of all time about to join us
Oh, yeah.
in a matter of seconds.
I can feel it. You're right. I can feel it.
2 Super Bowls in his first 4 seasons as a head coach. Maybe he's not.
Some big dumb dipshit.
Guy's been chastised for everything he has done. Maybe he's not.
Some big dumb dipshit.
Guy who ended up with home field advantage in the NFC Championship game somehow. Maybe he's not.
Some big dumb dipshit.
All people wanted to say all year is that this guy was definitely
a big dumb dipshit.
Lower thirds were saying,
this guy's a big dumb dipshit.
Then the next week it would say,
still a big dumb dipshit.
Then they'd win again, and it would say,
may have won despite the big dumb dipshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a guy who might not be
a big dumb dipshit.
Paisano, head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, coach. Guys.
Coach, how you doing, man?
Good. How about you guys?
Good. Hey, so as we were trying to fill time there, as we were connecting with you, we had to relive the entire season that you were getting talked about all year. And all you did was continue to win games, win games, win games. And all anybody wanted to talk about is this guy a guy that can lead a team? And then whenever your team starts winning, now everybody's saying, what does this guy even do? It's like a head coach. You get next to no credit for anything. Do you let that into your world? Have you let that into your world? How are you framing everything at this standpoint? Because 2 Super Bowls in your first 4 seasons, historic shit, brother. Yeah. You're doing great. You're doing great, coach.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, guys. You try not to let outside noise in and listen. Obviously, you got to hear some of it when you go through media circuit and everything like that. But I find it. I find it a moment where I can kind of connect with the guys that are going through things, right? Going through criticism, going through things like that. So I really look at it as a positive in that aspect that, I can relate with guys that are going through some of their own things that they go through.
Okay, so let's talk about that. And I'm sure the boys don't mind, sharing that moment with you. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, he's talked about a lot, everything he does. He looks too cool. He acts too cool. He sounds too cool. He's had too much success in his life. He has haters for those reasons. Then people started questioning his arm. He can't break down a defense. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's coming off his best game of the season, I think, in the NFC Championship. How do you feel about Jalen Hurts being your team's leader? And how do you feel about the mentality of Jalen going into another Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think Jalen and I go through a lot of the same things in that aspect, which we can relate with each other on that. All I know is all he does is win, and he puts us in positions to win. He's selfless. He doesn't really care how we win, and just goes about his business every day. And so I don't think that's talked about enough about how well he's done as far as just leading the football team, playing quarterbacks more than the stats that show up on the paper at the end of the game, right? It's getting you in and out of plays. It's taking care of the football. It's making the right throws and the right reads, and then knowing the right time to run. But he's just been in complete control and comes to work every day, unfazed by anything. And I can't say enough good things about him. I said what I said about him at the after the post game last time on the podium there. I just think he's a stud and wouldn't want anybody else leading this football team.
He wins all the time. He also has to deal with another offensive coordinator in Kellen Moore this particular season. Kelly Moe, if you go back to whenever he was at Dallas, he was blamed as a guy who's a quarterback who wants to run up the numbers and throw the ball all over the place. This year, you guys get maybe the greatest free agent signing in the history of the NFL with Saquon Barkley. You have the best offensive line in the league, and he has been very comfortable relying on that, even though it got really loud. How has it been watching Kellen Moore work? How has it been knowing that your team is a run first, even though you have the ability to throw offense in 2025, which is very abnormal?
Yeah, I think obviously hats off to Kellen to be able to adapt, and our coaches being able to adapt to whatever we need to do to win. Again, we don't get enamored by what everyone else thinks it should look like. Our job as coaches, our job as players is to win football games. And so I really admire how Kellen has called the games and how he's led the offense. He's done a great job. And again, this is why you block out things that you can't control. Because at the end of the day, all our job is to win. If we throw it 50 times and run it once, great. If we if we run it vice versa, whatever.
Yeah,
Run it 50 times and pass it once. We don't care as long as we are doing the things we need to do to win. And that, again, I know a lot of people have an opinion after games and this and that, but that's not our job to listen to that. Our job is to make sure we're doing everything we can do to put this team in a position to win football games.
You guys are a run-first team. The stats say you have like 700 and some rushing attempts, 500 and some passing attempts, but you have two absolute star wide receivers. They were the ones that dumped the Gatorade on you. Devontae and AJ were the ones doing the bath. There was sometimes during the season, which is going to happen, I think, especially with a team that you're leading, where they were trying to drive a wedge, maybe like, hey, what do we have these stars for if we're not going to throw the ball to them? This is 2025 and we're running the ball. Them being the ones to do that, I think, was a big message. How have you communicated with your team this year, with those guys in particular, knowing that they're going to have to make a huge play in a huge moment regardless?
Yeah, I noticed that too, and I really am close with Devontae and AJ, and I think it's my past of coaching and playing wide receiver. I always take a liking to those guys that are out there on the perimeter, and for them, and I said that to them, for those guys to be the ones that dumped the Gatorade on me at the end of the game, that meant a lot because of the relationship I have with those two guys, yeah, they're studs, and how selfless they've been throughout the entire season, because they know they can take over games, and Jalen knows he can take over a game, and Saquon obviously can take over a game, and this is the way we've won, and the way games have played out, and if you watch the tape, when you watch the tape, right, you're seeing some of those Saquon runs, like I don't know, I saw some stat about Saquon having 7 runs over 60 yards, which is some sort of record. Well, that doesn't happen unless you get blocks downfield from the wide receivers, right? It gets past the first level with the offensive line and the tight ends and Jalen holding the backside. But those big ones turn into even bigger ones when those receivers are blocking down the field or running off down the field to run their man out of there.
Everybody's bought in. Maybe this guy isn't
a big dumb dipshit.
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Go ahead, AJ.
Coach, you guys brought in Vic Fangio as a defensive coordinator this year, and your defense is, like you said, when you watch the tape of these guys, it's fun to watch them attack the football and seem to be such disciplined tacklers and just a great defense at all three levels. What kind of confidence, I guess, has Vic Fangio brought to you and the rest of that team?
Yeah, a ton of confidence, just his experience. He's been an experienced coordinator in this NFL, a successful coordinator in the NFL for a long time, decades, not years, decades. And so you have, that's so comforting, on my end. And he just does a great job of calling the game, leading the defense. Can't say enough good things about him. And I think that exactly what you said, the first couple of things you said is I'm happy you talked about the tackling first, because I think we can get so enamored with, oh, look at this scheme and look at that scheme and look how this happens here. But at the end of the day, the truths of football, from when we played as little kids to high school to college to professional level, the truths of football is, did you tackle better than the other team? Did you block the struck better than the other team? Did you take away the football better than the other team? Did you protect the ball better than the other team? Did you catch the ball better than the other team? And did you block better on the offensive side than the other team? Like, that's where the big plays happen. That's where the explosive things happen that are set up by the fundamentals of the talented players that are playing the game.
What did Coach Sirianni's dad say was the most important part of a team?
O-line, D-line, Howie.
So we talk about your O-line, your run game, your D-line. I mean, obviously you got dogs across the board. This Jalen Carter guy, he might be superhuman. They're talking like 98% of the snaps, and I know the rest of the group is great. Can you talk about that front and how important that is to the rest of the team?
Yeah, like you said right there, you got to be in great. You guys know you got to be in great shape to play that percentage of plays. There's not a lot of defensive linemen that are playing that percentage of plays, and because the coaches will take them out if they feel like they're gassed a little bit to put them in. So we all see the film of what Jalen Carter can do, right? And all the things that he's shown. This is why we're talking about him right now. But the off the field things that he's worked so hard on to be in great, weighing what he's supposed to weigh, being in great shape, practicing his butt off, working on the fundamentals. I mean, you talk about a guy who knows how to take away the football. He's got a knack for taking away the football. And again, those some of the plays that you're seeing is him defeating blocks, getting off blocks, and then being able to take away a football, like the way we kind of see, DBs take it away. The way, to be quite honest with you, is how he kind of comes after the ball. So can't say enough about Jalen and his work ethic to put himself in this position where he is playing 98%. And then, the D-line, as you guys know, has to work as one, right? It is such a, those guys have to be one, right? It's a group rush mentality. And I think our guys have really embraced, not caring who gets what, group rush the quarterback however we need to make sure we're getting the pressure we need to get, and letting the secondary do their thing in the back end.
Everybody's all in. Maybe he is in some.
Big dumb dipshit.
Maybe not. Brandon Graham tears his tricep week 12. We saw that you guys opened up the practice window yesterday for him. And obviously you don't want to give any competitive advantage away, but that would be a huge story if he was back for your team. I assume back in the building active is already a big boost for the boys.
Yeah. He's never really left. He's been here through the whole time. And he's been at every meeting, every practice. In here getting rehab to see if he could put himself in a position to be able to play again if we got to this point. And here we are. We'll see. We'll see. Had a good run yesterday, and we'll see where that goes. I don't know yet, but I know the guys and myself and the coaches are really excited to have him back because he's a great leader and a great teammate. You can't. I don't know if y'all have talked to BG, but you can't have a bad day when you talk to him. He's going to bring everybody up with him, and that's what you want from one of your captains.
Oh yeah, he's all in. Maybe he is in some big dumb
dipshit.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the case. He did something that was massive for the turn of the season. Connor has a question.
Yeah, Coach. After you won the NFC Championship, a lot of people were pointing back to the beginning of the season and said, "Hey, when this guy shaved his head, everything kind of came together. Maybe he has to do that every single year." Do you feel the same way about that? Was that some sort of kind of ritual for you in order to turn the team around? And did Big Dom shave your head? Is that who kind of put this whole thing together?
If I felt that had anything to do, I'm the last person who's superstitious. And in fact, my superstition is to break everything that what did I do last week? All right, I'm doing the opposite.
Nice.
And so if I thought that was something that helped, I would definitely do it. But I don't think that it didn't really. I don't think that had any effect on anything. It's just I didn't. You know what? At that point, Fridays are the days we usually get haircuts here, and I had a busy Friday, and I did what I did.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good shaped head. You got a good shaped head for the future if you end up losing that thing. If that thing becomes a convertible and then you just want to take it all off, I think you're in a good spot, Paisan. Now, obviously, we appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. Biggest game of the year. You've done it twice now. Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Coach, first and foremost, just keep winning. And you can just shove everything negative people say. They'll give you respect eventually. But I am curious, is there anything that you can take away from that first Super Bowl? I know, obviously, the rosters are different, but some of the key components are still the same. Is there anything you can take away from the first time you played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl to now that you think will set you up for, success this time around?
That's a good question. And every time you go through a different style of game, you kind of look back and say, hey, what are the things we did well? What are the things we didn't do well? And I'm talking about the stuff off the field. And that, you do that with every game, every time you play. And what can we do better? And so that was definitely a conversation we had 2 years ago, and we got back. And there are some things that we're, without getting into them really, there's some things we're doing differently, based off some schedule things, some travel things. And, because at the end of the day, getting back to it, right, when we got to the playoffs, we talked about what's going to be important for the playoffs. You don't get to the playoffs. I'm talking in game now. You don't get to the playoffs or get to the Super Bowl and say, okay, here's what we're going to do now. It just doesn't. It doesn't work that way. You do the things you've done well. You try to continue to get better at your fundamentals, your tackling, your ball security, all those things that I mentioned. And you just try to get a little bit better, get little increments of getting better each day to put yourself in a position to succeed on Sunday. And so that's what we're doing. But there are definitely some schedule things that we tweaked and a couple travel things we tweaked as well.
Coach Saban, whenever the coaches would call him before these playoff games, he would say at dinner and on game day, he'd be like, if there was a better way to do things, shouldn't we be doing that every week? In that, don't you think we should maybe do that at the beginning of the season? Then we kind of have it all. Scheduling, though, itinerary for Super Bowl, vastly different. And dealing with all the bullshit that comes with the Super Bowl. $10,547 average resale ticket price right now. It's going to be a zoo down there, Coach Sirianni. Last question here for you from AJ.
Coach, a little on the lighter side, what have you got your ticket situation all settled? Do you have your family and everyone all on board? This is obviously not your first rodeo, so you understand, but have you gotten that squared away yet?
Yeah, we tried to take care of everything early in the week, and then what I said to the guys, like, again, I'm big, and like if I'm saying something to the guys, then I better be doing it myself. And so early in the week, we had to get everything taken care of, and then if you have to do anything past Wednesday, you pass that thing on to your wife. You pass that thing on to your girlfriend. You pass whatever you need on to your mom. You pass it on to the people in this building. All our mindset should be is focused completely on the game. And if I'm telling them that at all times, and I'm scurrying around trying to get a ticket for my buddy, then I'm full of shit. So I'm not doing that right now. I've passed all that on. And, they're handling it now.
Last question for me, and I know you're very busy. Once again, thank you for the time. You guys are like favorite. You're underdogs in the game by 1.5 points, but America's like pulling for you. This is very abnormal for, I think, Philadelphia Eagles and for a Nick Sirianni-led team. Have you told the boys? Have you talked about it? They're saying, like, the percentage of tickets sold, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Yep. The percentage of bets, Philadelphia. Like, it is – the world's kind of rallying around you right now because you're going against the Chiefs, obviously. Have you talked about that with the boys, and does it feel weird? Because that's never the case for you guys.
Yeah, we haven't talked to them about that, but I know Philly fans travel, and I know they travel well. It really doesn't matter where we've been all season. We've had so many fans there, so just because it's the Super Bowl, I wasn't expecting anything different. So it's going to be exciting to have our fans there, making sure it's loud in that game for the Chiefs to be able to handle, and so. That doesn't surprise me one bit. As far as about being the favorite, I don't know. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. Sometimes you like being in the underdog. So we'll just pretend we're the underdog.
Well, you are by 1.5 points, but America's pulling hard for you. So good luck. We appreciate you. We'll see you down in New Orleans, Coach.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, a guy who might not be
a big dumb dipshit,
Coach Sirianni.
Love
That's
McAfee.
fucking great.
Great.
Yeah, dude, for real. Like, you gotta. I took a lot out of that. You gotta be willing to be selfless, in knowing that like just because how you have the ability to do so, or like he was talking about, people taking over games and stuff like that. I mean, like just because you have that ability, it doesn't mean that you always need to. You definitely have to be able to pass the torch when necessary to come together as a full organization to make it happen. I don't know.
And like I've said it before, I've been on championship sports teams. May not have been professional, but I've won third place, first place trophies where we had to share the trophy and everyone got it for 2 weeks. And we were like, it's my 2 weeks of the trophy. That feeling you get from being able to, like you said, to be able to like put everything else aside and just work together as a team has got to be one of the most human things humans could do in the humanity of humans. Like, there is nothing negative about trying to go and win a trophy. Even when you lose, there's still nothing negative about it because you learn something, you come back better next season. It's the same as all the NHL players that still skate in the offseason. Yeah, they play golf because it's nice out. I'd play golf too if I still didn't have a fucked up shoulder.
Yeah, no, and there's always going to be outside noise. No matter what, there's always going to be somebody saying something about something, positive, negative, in between. Always, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Absolutely. And it's hard to say this, but you got to shake it off. I'm sorry. I know that sounds really Taylor Swift.
No,
and I like, who cares? Like, fucking, you go from listening to songs in Meyer that were like, the one song that always comes back to me, I don't know why, is Lit's My Own Worst Enemy. Yep. And like, it's basically a song saying that he's his own worst enemy. And it's true. If you can find a way to win the battles within yourself and find a healthy way to wake up, start your day and stuff like that, that's That's like godliness stuff. You know, they say godliness is next to cleanliness. Well, getting yourself physically and mentally healthy is the same way. And working in a team atmosphere like that, being able to vent and hang out and locker room talk,
Yeah.
you know, is a real thing. But I'm not saying it in a negative. I'm saying it's almost like a guy's church who isn't religious. You know what I mean? Like sitting in that locker room, you could literally say anything to anybody and it'd probably never leave that locker room. Not like you're admitting to crimes. I don't mean, like I'm saying, in a positive way. It's almost like
absolutely. I know what
therapy.
you mean. Or even like talking
Go ahead.
about you know, the halftime speeches behind closed doors and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, the kicking of the garbage cans and the yelling and stuff like that. Like, that's not for everybody to see.
No. And like, why do you think older men my age and stuff started hockey leagues and beer leagues so we could go hang out with our buddies and still do stuff we enjoyed in the locker room and the after beers and the during beers and the, you know, basically it turns into a non-contact sports because we're getting old. And if you start hitting us, we won't be able to play after the first damn night. We're just going to break. Because I remember like watching my stepdad in a beer league and it was such a cool atmosphere.
Yeah.
No one was upset. No one fought. It was all like, you know, like, I don't know. It was human. It's very human. Best way to put it. It's very human.
No, that was very good. I enjoy the Pat McAfee show.
I think he's great.
I thought that was good. I definitely felt like there was a few good messages in there.
Yeah.
Plus,
I kind of
coming up. And
I've been listening to Pat McAfee for so long, man. Like seriously, like I always his stuff always pops up on my Facebook and everything. And if anything, man, everyone should aspire to be as arrogant and as outgoing as Pat McAfee on your best days because he's got such a high energy.
Yeah,
Pat McAfee,
I love that maybe he's not a big dumb shit.
And you know, and the fact that he didn't even say anything about that, he just came on and was like, "That's great," you know, thanks guys. Like, you know, and the fact that we have people like that coming on who aren't getting offended and just want to talk about the, you know, the fundamentals and how they got where they are. Because yeah, he's right. When he was winning, they were still like, it's not him. It's you know, and it's like, what do you mean? Of course it is. Like, yes, like, there's other elements, but where it starts is at the coach, man. Hell yeah. He's the guy calling the plays. He's the guy getting the other coordinators ready. Like, without that coach, it just doesn't work, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it doesn't.
All right, we'll play a song. We'll dive into some Dodgeball News Network with our man, Dan Manfielder. Cheers, everybody.
Is it no stab time?
It could be. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go with this one.
Call us to the shore, a place of solace, a world to explore. Each breath of life meets a rising flame. Every spark carries a timeless name. Moments shared in a golden hue, where the sun ignites the sky so blue. Each wave a rhythm, a bond we weave in the sacred cove. We dare to believe we're soaring in the sky. Beyond the limits where dreams reside, through fields of green under endless light. Together we rise, hearts taking flight. Rolling tides and the softest breeze, we find our joy among towering trees. The air is sweet with a vibrant glow, a sanctuary where our spirits grow. From hands that build to hearts that bind, the cove reminds us of love defined. Each ember burns, each path is new, every step a journey shared with you. We're soaring in the sky, lifting high, beyond the limits where dreams reside. Through fields of green under endless light, together we rise, hearts taking flight. softest breeze. We find our joy among towering trees. The air is sweet with a vibrant glow, a sanctuary where our spirits grow.
All right, everybody, it's Mother Truckin' Dodgeball time. Frank, do you want to join the team? We are, it would be open registration time, or I guess registration isn't closed because we only close it during the games. Games are this afternoon. So, dang, the Kodiak Kings are full. But we do have spots on the Ganja Guardians, a spot on the Terpene Titans. What is that? A spot on the THC Troopers, the Yellow Submariners, and the Maple Leaf Rush. So, we are in week 5 of our 4th season of Dodgeball. Kodiak Kings and Maple Leaf Rush are on a bye week this week, but I will let Dan Fielder get into all of that. Here we go.
Good morning, Dodgeball fans, and welcome to another electrifying edition of Dodgeball News Network. I'm your host, Dan Fielder, coming to you live from the Emerald Citadel, where the action is heating up as we move deeper into Week 5 of the Cove Dodgeball League. After an intense weekend tournament, the standings continue to shift, rivalries are growing fiercer, and teams are fighting tooth and nail to climb the leaderboard. With playoff implications looming, every match carries added weight, and today's games will set the stage for another crucial turning point in the season. The Emerald Citadel, home of the THC Troopers, has already played host to some unforgettable moments this week, and with another round of regular season matchups ahead, we're in for another thrilling day of dodgeball. The Kodiak Kings and Maple Leaf Rush are on by this week, but the remaining teams will take center stage as they battle for positioning and momentum heading into the weekend. With each passing game, the stakes continue to rise. Who will seize the opportunity and make a statement today? Can the Chronic Crusaders build on their tournament victory and keep their hot streak alive? Will the Troopers defend their home turf and prove they still belong among the league's elite? And which teams will rise to the occasion and turn their season around? We'll break it all down right here on Dodgeball News Network. But before we look ahead to today's matchups, let's rewind the action and recap all the intensity from last weekend's tournament at Emerald Citadel. Here at Dodgeball News Network, we bring you the latest updates, recaps, and insights from the Cove Dodgeball League, covering every major game, tournament, and storyline throughout the season. Our goal is to keep you locked in on the action, whether it's highlighting key performances, breaking down the biggest wins, or tracking the ever-changing league standings. Each broadcast follows a structured lineup of segments, starting with our opening segment, where we set the stage for the day's games and discuss the biggest headlines across the league. Then, we move into our game recaps, taking a deep dive into the previous matchups, breaking down each set, pivotal plays, and the impact they have on the season standings. From there, we shift to league standings, where we analyze the rankings, point distributions, and where each team stands in the chase for the playoffs. This segment provides a big picture view of how teams are stacking up, who's rising, and who's at risk of falling behind. Next, we move into the match previews, where we take a closer look at the upcoming games, assessing team strategies, player matchups, and what's at stake as squads prepare to take the court. And of course, after each tournament, we bring you exclusive interviews from the winning team's coach, offering a unique perspective on team mentality, game strategies, and what's next as the season progresses. It's a full package breakdown of everything dodgeball, and we're proud to be your #1 source for all the latest league news. Now that you know how things work, let's shift gears and dive into our Week 5 tournament recap, breaking down all the intense matchups that went down at Emerald Citadel. With the stage set and another thrilling week of dodgeball underway, it's time to rewind the action and break down everything that went down in last weekend's tournament at Emerald Citadel. The competition was fierce, the stakes were high, and by the end of the day, we saw massive shifts in momentum as teams battled for positioning in the league standings. Some squads delivered statement wins, while others struggled to find their footing, proving once again that anything can happen in the Cove Dodgeball League. Who rose to the occasion? Who fell short? And how did the tournament shake up the playoff picture? Let's dive into the Week 5 tournament recap and break down every intense matchup. The Week 5 tournament at Emerald Citadel lived up to its reputation, providing a weekend filled with high-intensity dodgeball, stunning comebacks, and key performances that reshaped the league landscape. With the Kodiak Kings and Maple Leaf Rush on a bye, the remaining teams took center stage, each looking to capitalize on the opportunity to climb the standings. The Yellow Submariners were eager to make a deep run. The Chronic Crusaders aimed to prove their tournament success was no fluke, and the Hash Hitters and Terpene Titans sought to solidify themselves as title contenders. By the end of the competition, one team stood tall, cementing their place as the latest tournament champions. Let's break down the action match by match. Quarterfinals. Match 1. Dabwheel Doomers versus Yellow Submariners. The Yellow Submariners entered the tournament with something to prove, and they wasted no time showing that they meant business. In Set 1, the Submariners immediately seized control of the game, setting a relentless pace that the Doomers struggled to match. Despite a few fouls, they maintained their dominance throughout the set, keeping the Doomers off balance and closing out a decisive win. Set 2 saw an almost identical storyline unfold. The Submariners once again controlled the tempo, committing just a single foul while playing their brand of aggressive yet composed dodgeball. The Doomers attempted to adjust, but they had no answers for the Submariners' relentless assault as they sealed the sweep with another dominant set victory. Yellow Submariners win the match and advance to the semifinals. Match 2. Ganja Guardians versus Chronic Crusaders. The Ganja Guardians and Chronic Crusaders faced off in one of the most tightly contested matches of the quarterfinals, delivering an intense showdown from start to finish. In Set 1, both teams came out with a clear sense of urgency, knowing how much was at stake. A couple of early fouls on each side threatened to derail momentum, but neither team backed down. The set went the distance, coming down to a dramatic one-on-one showdown, where the Guardians managed to capitalize on a key opening to secure the victory. Determined to avoid elimination, the Crusaders stormed back in Set 2, coming out with a renewed focus and tactical precision. Their adjustments were clear, as they committed just one foul while executing a disciplined and well-structured game plan. The Guardians battled hard, but the Crusaders held firm until the final moments. A late push from the Guardians flipped the momentum, allowing them to steal the set and clinch the match in a thrilling fashion. Ganja Guardians win the match and advance to the semifinals. Match 3. Hash Hitters versus Blaze Battalion. From the opening whistle, it was clear that this was going to be an all-out war between two teams who refused to give an inch. After a false start forced to reset, Set 1 became a slugfest. Both teams matched each other blow for blow, playing with intensity and aggression. However, the set became increasingly foul-heavy, with both sides pushing the boundaries in an effort to gain an edge. The battle raged on until it was once again down to a one-on-one duel, where the battalion came through in the clutch, taking the opening set. Determined to even the match, the hitters came out firing in Set 2, but it wasn't going to be easy. The battalion initially looked in complete control, but the hitters dug deep and mounted a spectacular comeback. They clawed their way back from the brink, forcing yet another one-on-one finish. This time, they capitalized and stole the set. With all the momentum on their side, the hitters took complete control in Set 3. They established an early lead and never relinquished it, playing a calculated and disciplined game. The battalion fought desperately to push it to another one-on-one finish, but the hitters proved to be too much, completing their comeback victory. Hash Hitters win the match and advance to the semifinals. Match 4. THC Troopers versus Terpene Titans. The final quarterfinal matchup featured two teams with something to prove, as the Troopers and Titans clashed in a high-stakes battle. Set 1 saw the Titans come out strong, dictating the pace early with a relentless offensive attack. Their aggressive approach led to a foul-heavy game, but they made up for it with their ability to control the tempo and keep the Troopers off balance. Despite the Troopers' attempts to mount a comeback, the Titans closed out the set convincingly. A false start in Set 2 forced both teams to reset their game plans. This time, the Titans looked like they were in control once again, but the Troopers made key adjustments and fought back, forcing a one-on-one battle. In a tense final exchange, the Troopers prevailed, tying the match. With the momentum shifting, Set 3 became a must-win scenario for both teams. The Titans took a more methodical approach, committing no fouls while sticking to their game plan. The Troopers did their best to keep it close, but in the end, the Titans proved to be too strong, securing the final set and advancing to the next round. Terpene Titans win the match and advance to the semifinals. Semifinals. Match 1. Yellow Submariners versus Ganja Guardians. The Submariners continued their dominant run, displaying a level of precision and execution that left little room for error. In Set 1, the Guardians fought hard, matching the Submariners in intensity, but they came up just short in a one-on-one showdown. By Set 2, the Submariners had fully taken control, keeping up the relentless pressure and forcing the Guardians into costly mistakes. Despite their best efforts, the Guardians couldn't keep up, and the Submariners secured another straight set victory. Yellow Submariners win the match and advance to the finals. Match 2. Hash Hitters versus Terpene Titans. This was a battle of willpower, with both teams delivering a grueling 3-set war. The Titans nearly shut out the Hitters in Set 1, but an incredible late rally brought it down to a one-on-one finish. The Titans held on, escaping with the victory. The Hitters responded in Set 2, going toe-to-toe with the Titans in an all-out brawl. The set went the distance once again, but this time, the Hitters came out on top, forcing a decisive third set. By Set 3, the Hitters had taken complete control, dictating the pace and keeping the Titans from finding their rhythm. With a well-executed game plan, they sealed the match and their spot in the finals. Hash Hitters win the match and advance to the finals. Finals. Yellow Submariners versus Hash Hitters. With everything on the line, the Hitters delivered a championship-worthy performance. The Submariners took the lead in Set 1, but the Hitters mounted a late comeback, flipping the game in the final moments to steal the set. In Set 2, the Hitters capitalized on the momentum shift, maintaining control throughout the set while the Submariners struggled to keep up. With strong execution and discipline, they secured the set and the tournament victory. Hash Hitters win the match and are the Week 5 tournament champions. The Week 5 tournament delivered yet another thrilling chapter in the Cove Dodgeball League, with the Hash Hitters proving their resilience and ability to close out games in high-pressure moments. Their championship run showcased not just their skill, but also their adaptability, as they fought through tough matchups and found ways to win when it mattered most. Meanwhile, the Yellow Submariners continue to turn heads with another deep tournament run, reinforcing their position as a serious threat moving forward. The Terpene Titans and Ganja Guardians also showed flashes of brilliance, and while they fell short of the championship, they put the league on notice that they are capable of making noise in the coming weeks. As always, each tournament shakes up the standings and redefines the season's narrative. Before we break down where things stand, let's take a moment to hear from the Hash Hitters coach, reflecting on his team's hard-fought championship victory.
This weekend wasn't just about winning, it was about proving something to ourselves, to the league, and to anyone who might have been doubting us. We've always known we had the talent, and we've always known we had the fight. But up until now, we hadn't put it all together in a way that truly showcased what this team is capable of. That changed this weekend. Our focus coming into this tournament wasn't just about getting wins. It was about playing complete games, start to finish, no lapses, no excuses. We came in prepared, we executed, and when the pressure was at its highest, we stepped up and delivered. Every single match tested us. Whether it was grinding through tough sets, finding a way to fight back when momentum swung the other way, or staying ice cold in those one-on-one moments where everything is on the line. This team answered the call. We adjusted, we adapted, and we refused to quit. That's the kind of dodgeball that wins championships. That's the kind of dodgeball we expect from ourselves every time we step on the court. Winning isn't about one play or one moment. It's about trusting your teammates, staying locked in, and doing the little things right over and over until the final whistle blows. But this is just the beginning. One tournament doesn't define a season. We're proud of what we accomplished, but we're not satisfied. There's still work to do. There are still teams ahead of us in the standings, and there's still another level we know we can reach. We respect every team in this league, but we don't fear anyone. We'll celebrate this win, sure, but we're not here just to win one tournament. We're here to take this all the way. That means coming back stronger, hungrier, and ready to battle every single game. And to our fans, you are the fuel that keeps this team going. Your energy, your belief, and your passion for this game push us to be better. We hear you, we see you, and we promise we're going to keep giving you something to cheer for. We're just getting started. See you on the court.
A powerful message from the Hash Hitters coach, and you can hear just how much this victory means to them. This wasn't just about taking home the tournament win. It was about proving to themselves and the entire league that they belong among the top contenders. They've found their stride, and if this weekend was any indication, they're only getting stronger. But where does this victory place them in the overall league standings? And how did the rest of the teams fare after another intense weekend of competition? The battle for positioning is heating up, and with the playoff picture beginning to take shape, every point matters. Let's dive into the latest standings and see how things are shaping up as we move deeper into Week 5. With another tournament in the books, we've seen major shifts in the standings as teams continue to battle for positioning. The Maple Leaf Rush remain firmly in control of the top spot, but the Yellow Submariners and Chronic Crusaders are making serious moves to challenge them. Meanwhile, teams in the middle of the pack are inching closer together, and those at the bottom are desperate for a breakthrough to stay in the playoff conversation. Let's break down where each team stands heading into the heart of the regular season. First place, Maple Leaf Rush, 17 points. The Maple Leaf Rush continue to set the standard in the league, maintaining their first-place position with a commanding 17 points. Their gold medal finish in Week 3, combined with 2 silver medals, showcases their ability to consistently perform at a high level. Even though they were unable to secure another championship in Week 5, their track record speaks for itself. Captain Nikki has kept her team laser-focused, and their depth and chemistry have been key factors in their success. They excel at strategic play, quick transitions, and capitalizing on their opponents' mistakes. While they've established themselves as the top team to beat, their rivals are closing in fast. The pressure will be on to maintain their lead as the competition intensifies. Tied for second place, Yellow Submariners, 10 points. The Yellow Submariners are proving that they belong among the league's elite. Their 2 silver medal finishes have launched them into a tie for second place, and their deep run in Week 5's tournament solidified their status as true contenders. What makes this team dangerous is their ability to adapt mid-game. They play a methodical style that forces opponents to make mistakes, and they've found success in high-pressure one-on-one situations. Their tough, physical defense has also been a key factor in their success. If they can convert these silver finishes into a tournament championship, they could become a serious threat to take over first place. With their momentum building, it will be exciting to see if they can push past the Maple Leaf Rush in the coming weeks. Tied for second place, Chronic Crusaders, 10 points. The Chronic Crusaders have undergone a dramatic transformation this season. After struggling in past seasons, they have surged into second place following their Week 4 tournament victory and a strong showing in regular season play. Under Captain Cove-TV's leadership, the Crusaders have evolved into a battle-tested squad that thrives under pressure. They play with intensity, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to teamwork. Their gold medal win in Week 4 was a defining moment, proving they can handle the pressure of championship rounds. With 10 points in the standings and a renewed sense of confidence, they're now looking to sustain their success and push for the top spot. If they can maintain their current level of play, they have a real shot at becoming league champions this season. Fourth place, Hash Hitters, 9 points. The Hash Hitters found their rhythm in Week 5, securing their first tournament victory of the season and vaulting into fourth place with 9 points. Their ability to weather adversity and grind out tough wins was on full display as they powered their way to the championship. One of their greatest strengths is their ability to adjust in the moment. They've been in multiple back-and-forth matches, and their strong late-game execution has helped them pull through when it counts. With 2 bronze finishes earlier in the season, their championship win in Week 5 proves that they are capable of beating the best teams in the league. Now, they'll look to ride this momentum into the regular season and continue climbing the standings. Tied for 5th place, Kodiak Kings, 9 points. The Kodiak Kings have been a roller coaster team this season, but despite their inconsistencies, they remain firmly in the playoff picture with 9 points. Their gold medal win in Week 2 showed that they can compete at a high level, but their regular season record has kept them from rising higher in the standings. The Kings play a highly aggressive style, which can be both their biggest strength and biggest weakness. When they are in rhythm, they are a relentless force, but when things don't go their way, they sometimes struggle to recover. Captain Man-Bear will need to rein in their playstyle and focus on consistency to keep them moving in the right direction. Tied for 6th place, THC Troopers, 8 points. The THC Troopers started the season as one of the top teams, but recent losses have dropped them to 6th place. Despite their gold medal victory in Week 1, they've struggled to maintain that same level of dominance. One of the biggest challenges for Captain Zach's squad has been adjusting to their opponent's strategies. They have the talent and experience to be a championship team, but they'll need to get back to their winning formula if they want to stay in the hunt. Tied for 7th place, Dabwheel Doomers and Blaze Battalion, 6 points. Both the Dabwheel Doomers and Blaze Battalion have found themselves stuck in the middle of the pack, each sitting at 6 points with 2 bronze medal finishes. These teams have shown flashes of brilliance, but they have struggled with closing out games in the biggest moments. Both teams will need to take the next step and push for gold or silver finishes if they want to break into the top tier. 9th place, Terpene Titans, 5 points. The Titans have been one of the more inconsistent teams this season. While they have the athleticism and raw talent to be a playoff contender, their inability to string together consistent wins has left them near the bottom of the standings. Their bronze medal finish in Week 5 was a positive step forward, but they'll need to keep building on that momentum if they want to stay in the mix. 10th place, Ganja Guardians, 4 points. The Ganja Guardians have struggled to find their footing this season, still searching for their first regular season win. Their silver medal was a bright spot, but they've been unable to build off that success. If Captain Crystal's squad wants to stay in playoff contention, they need to find a way to turn their potential into results. Time is running out, but if they can pull off a few key victories, they could climb their way back into the race. The Maple Leaf Rush remain the dominant force, but the Yellow Submariners, Chronic Crusaders, and Hash Hitters are closing in fast. With so much movement in the standings, anything can happen as we head into the second half of the season. Now, it's time to shift our focus to today's tournament. After the break, we'll reveal this morning's quarterfinal matchups and preview what's at stake.
Every Dodgeball News Network, I fucking missed something. It's totally not a tournament today. Nor is it quarterfinals this morning or afternoon. Yeah, so big shakeup in the standings. Some of the teams in the back need to pick up some slack because it's getting to be a big stretch. But teams are catching the Maple Leaf Rush. It's happening. So we'll play a quick song and we'll reveal the matches for today. Cheers, everybody.
The sun breaks in through the window pane. Steam from the coffee, a slow burning flame. Feet on the floor, another day starts. Rolling ahead with a light in my heart. Clouds might gather, the road might bend, but I keep moving, no need to pretend. The past is behind, the fire still glows. Where the wind takes me, nobody knows. Just keep it rolling, don't lose the flame. Keep it burning, let it stay the same. Ride with the wind, don't fight the rain. Storms will pass, the sun remains. Every step's a story, every breath a song. Sing it loud, keep moving on. Keep moving forward, just roll along, roll along, roll along. Lessons learned like stones in a stream. Some sink away, some shine in between. The weight gets heavy, the nights feel cold, but I found my way in stories retold. No need to rush, no need to chase. Every small step still holds its place. The rhythm of life, like the Just keep it rolling, don't lose the flame. Keep it burning, let it stay the same. Ride with the wind, don't fight the rain. Storms will pass, the sun remains. Every turn, every mile, a piece of the ride. Some days I drift, some days I glide. Through every moment, through every flame, the world keeps spinning, I do the same. The fire still flickers, the ember still glows. Wherever I land, the rhythm still flows. With every sunrise, with every sigh, I take what I need and I let it fly.
Good morning, Tim. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, little Peck. How are you, man? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. All right. We are just about to reveal this morning's games. All right.
The regular season rolls on as we head into the Week 5 afternoon matchups. With teams battling for crucial points in the standings, today's games carry serious weight. The Kodiak Kings and Maple Leaf Rush are on a bye week, but for the teams hitting the court, it's another chance to climb the rankings and prove they belong in the championship conversation. With intensity building and rivalries heating up, let's take a deep dive into today's matchups and what's at stake for each team. Match 1. Terpene Titans versus Yellow Submariners. The Terpene Titans return to regular season action, aiming to make a statement and solidify their position in the standings. While they've put together some strong performances, their biggest challenge has been finding consistency. Captain Kells will be looking for her team to start stronger out of the gate and avoid playing from behind. If the Titans can set the tempo early, they have a real chance to take control of this game. Meanwhile, the Yellow Submariners have been riding a wave of momentum, securing 2 silver medal finishes in tournament play, proving that they can hang with the best in the league. Their strategic, high-paced playstyle has been key to their success, and Captain Amber will look to keep her team focused on execution and discipline to lock in another victory. Key to the game. Can the Titans slow down the Submariners' relentless pressure, or will the Yellow Submariners continue their surge up the standings? Match 2. Ganja Guardians versus THC Troopers. Both teams in this matchup desperately need a win, making this one of the most important games of the afternoon. The Ganja Guardians are still searching for their first win of the season, and while they've shown flashes of high-level play, they haven't been able to close out games when it matters most. Their silver medal from Week 3's tournament showed that they have the ability to compete at a high level, but now they need to prove they can win in the regular season. Captain Crystal knows that time is running out to turn things around, and today could be a must-win game for their season hopes. The THC Troopers, meanwhile, find themselves in unfamiliar territory after dropping in the standings following a pair of losses. This team started the season with a dominant gold medal win, but they haven't been able to recapture that early success. Captain Zach will be looking to get his team back to their winning ways, using their structured, tactical gameplay to regain their place among the top contenders. Key to the game. Can the Guardians finally break their losing streak, or will the Troopers re-establish themselves as one of the league's best? Match 3. Hash Hitters versus Dabwheel Doomers. This game could be one of the most physical matchups of the day, with two teams that are known for their hard-hitting, aggressive playstyles. The Hash Hitters are coming off a massive tournament victory, which saw them climb into 4th place in the standings. They've shown that they can win when it counts, but now the challenge is carrying that energy into the regular season. Their offensive attack has been relentless, and Captain Ash will want to keep that same level of intensity and pressure in this matchup. On the other side, the Dab Wheel Doomers have had an up-and-down season so far, but they've remained in the middle of the pack thanks to their 2 bronze medal finishes. While they've proven to be capable of competing with the league's best, they still need a breakthrough performance in a regular season game to prove they belong in the upper tier. Key to the game: will the hitters keep rolling after their tournament victory, or will the Doomers finally break through and notch a defining win? Match 4, Blaze Battalion versus Chronic Crusaders. This headline matchup features 2 teams that have been steadily climbing the rankings, both looking to cement themselves as top contenders. The Blaze Battalion have played a gritty, high-energy brand of dodgeball, proving they can go the distance in close games. With 2 bronze medal finishes, they've remained in the thick of the standings, but they'll need more than just close calls to break into the top tier. Captain Beanz will have his team fired up and ready to battle, knowing that a win here could boost them up the rankings significantly. Meanwhile, the Chronic Crusaders have silenced all doubters this season, climbing into 2nd place in the standings thanks to their gold medal tournament victory. Captain Cove has led this team through a complete transformation, turning them into one of the league's most well-rounded squads. If they can keep up this level of play, they will continue to put pressure on the 1st place Maple Leaf Rush. Key to the game: can the Crusaders maintain their momentum and keep climbing the standings, or will the battalion pull off a statement win and shake up the league? Final thoughts: as we head into this afternoon's games, the race for regular season dominance is heating up. Every team has something to prove, whether it's solidifying their spot at the top, breaking into the upper ranks, or climbing out of the lower half to keep their season alive. The Yellow Submariners and Chronic Crusaders are looking to maintain their momentum, while teams like the THC Troopers and Ganja Guardians are fighting to turn things around before they slip too far behind. Meanwhile, the Blaze Battalion and Hash Hitters will look to build off their recent tournament performances and continue pushing toward the top tier of the standings. Every match this afternoon has the potential to shake up the standings, and the pressure is on. Can the leaders stay on top, or will the underdogs make a statement? We'll find out soon enough. That's going to do it for this edition of Dodgeball News Network. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to tune in this afternoon for all the action as Week 5's matchups get underway. We'll see you on the court.
All right, everybody. Great games this afternoon. Terpene Titans, Yellow Submariners, Ganja Guardians, THC Troopers, Hatch Hitters, and the Dab Wheel Doomer Dipshits. The big dumb dipshits. And the Blaze Battalion versus the Chronic Crusaders. Let's go. That's always a good rivalry match.
It's always been a good matchup. So I will fall asleep for a second there. I don't get my sleep.
I love the Dodgeball News Network. That was great. Man, Asher's made a statement win. If they win, that's a 7-point week.
Yeah.
If like the Submariners or the Crusaders win today, then do well. Well, I suppose the Maple Leaf Rush will be back in action on Saturday. But either way, like it's getting to be that bye week hit just right for that really fucked the Maple Leaf Rush.
I know, and I was saying that too when you announced the bye week. I was like, that's gonna throw us big scramble into the standings. That's great though. I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
Absolutely. Much love, Dan. Have a wonderful day, brother. We'll see you on Saturday. Well, that's about all I got for the morning. It's been a wonderful morning. Smoke one more and
yeah, I'll get outside before the song starts. Finishes. One of the things. Twos.
All right. Man-Bear, it's all yours.
Awesome morning. I love the interview with Pat McAfee. He's always got such a high energy. If anything we can learn from that, it's to keep that energy up when we can. And as my brother Europe always says, make sure when you get up in the morning, say, I can get up. I do get to get up. I do get to go to work. I do get to see my family. I do get to go and watch Cove-TV. Much love, everybody. Make sure you spread some love and positivity. Do something nice for a stranger. We'll catch you this afternoon.
Much love, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a wonderful, wonderful Thursday morning. I'm very, very excited for today. We got Dodgeball. We got Dabbing with Dad's rerun. We got fucking Turf Wars tonight, special edition Turf Wars. The shit talking has already been begun. It's going to be a dope match. 2-on-1 Red Cobras versus the Nightshade Brotherhood and the White Tigers for 2 properties. It's going to be a great match. Win or lose, it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see everybody there. Much love to Vicki Bowers. Thank you so much for this day in history every morning. We super duper appreciate it. It's one of my very favorite segments of the shows, and that's why I love running that segment first every morning. It's a great way to get started. Great morning speaker. I love the different sports interviews and stuff like that. I always feel like there's a great message to be heard in all of that. If you can, pull the sports bullshit out of the perspective, there's a lot of really, really good messages to be heard in that. Like the specific type football or whatever it may be. I feel like there's a lot of good messages about adversity coming over or overcoming like the big dumb dipshit talk. You know what I mean? Like, make sure that you're following everybody on the Cove-TV production team. From the Man-Bear over here to Sir Copslot at work. I hope he's having a wonderful day at work. Make sure you're following your entertainment. Make sure you're getting one of these rigs. It's a lot of fun. It's a great-ass rig. It hits like a champ. And, like, they weren't lying. I hit that thing way more than I hit my Nectar Collector. So, make sure that you are following the Dabber Chick. Great Dabber Chick show last night. We will keep everybody up to date on the schedule and on timings and everything like that as we move forward every Wednesday. Make sure you're following Mad Productions. They both just hit that 1K mark, so let's fucking go. Make sure you're staying tuned to both of their pages for anything giveaway, updates, announcements, anything like that. Don't miss a thing. I'll continue to be posting this Cove-TV schedule daily every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, right around there, so stay tuned. Every morning you can see what's going on in the Cove every day. This morning, great morning show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, everybody who helped support the Cove. It does make all of this possible. It means the world. It makes it so I'm able to do this every day, and that means so damn much to me. It truly is you that makes all of this possible, and we appreciate that very, very much. I hope to see everybody this afternoon. We got dodgeball this afternoon. If you are not on a dodgeball, definitely, or a dodgeball team, definitely get on a dodgeball team. It's a lot of fun. If you're not on a Turf Wars family, definitely get on a Turf Wars family. Preferably the Red Cobras, because we're going to continue Red Cobra domination here tonight. I'm very excited. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch that on the Sir Copslot page, the Europe Entertainment page, and the Cove-TV YouTube. And we'll see how tonight unfolds. I'm very, very excited. It's going to be a great match. 18 properties or 14 properties. Either way, we're still in first place and super far ahead. Much love, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed rest of your day. We'll see you all this afternoon. Thanks for watching the morning show.
The morning started with a story to share. Vicki B's history brought us there. From lessons past to hope anew, the morning speaker shared wisdom too. Cove-TV's been your morning delight, bringing good vibes to start the day right. To all who watched and shared their time, you made this morning simply sublime. Simply sublime. Thank you for watching, you make it bright. Cove-TV brings the morning light. From Beanz to Man-Bear, we've shared the groove. With you, the mornings always improve. The mornings always improve. We started the day with coffee in hand, or maybe awake and bake, that's the plan. Your smiles, your laughs, your spirit's so kind. You're the reason Cove mornings shine. From Beanz' beats to Man-Bear's cheer, the vibe we share is always clear. We're grateful for you, our audience so true. Cove mornings wouldn't shine without you. Wouldn't shine without you. Thank you for watching, you make it bright. Cove-TV brings the morning light. From Beanz to Man-Bear, mornings always improve. The mornings always improve. It's more than a show, it's a family we've grown. A place where positivity's always shown. With every sunrise we'll meet anew. Cove TV mornings are thanks to you. Thanks to you. Thank you for watching, you make it bright. Cove TV brings the morning light. From Beanz to Man-Bear, we've shared the groove. With you, the mornings always improve. The mornings always improve. Thank you for watching. Cold morning shine because of you. Because of you.
Much love, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day. Oh. One more coming in. One more coming in. It's coming. Just 1 second. Patience. No, bro. Fucking hashtag first placers in this bitch. Much love, everybody. We'll catch you guys later. Make sure you tune in to Turf Roars, where fucking Coffee and Man-Bear are both going down. Come watch Red Cobra's whoop hella ass. Later, taters.